Movie review of A True King, with story written by Faith Pearl Iparalu, directed by Oki Ifeanyi, and executively produced by Maurice Sam, also starring as Prince Ez. This epic Nollywood drama is currently available for streaming on Maurice Sam YouTube channel. Synopsis: Prince Ez Maurice Sam and Prince Odinaka Etu Raphael are half-brothers. While the former is kind-hearted and down-to-earth in humility and simplicity, the latter is the exact opposite. King Ofona Emin Onukamnaru, their father, not getting any younger, would need a replacement by his heir but has to stick to tradition. Queen Obi Anuju Obi Titus is up to no good as she plots with her son Prince Odinaka. Prince Ez would find love in the arms of a commoner, a maiden, or an Sarian Mardins, much to the chagrin of the queen. Things aren't exactly looking good, as there's a but. My take straight up: the duration of the movie was excessive for no apparent reason, and thus exhausting with back and forth bickerings. Watch at a convenient speed and pace. Hence, I could somehow cope. The storyline was intriguing, so I was hellbent on completing the movie to see where it leads. Even though the majority of the movie was pretty much predictable from the get-go, I was, however, invested. Acting from about 70% of the actors was good. The cast that constituted the Council of Elders are either new to this thing called acting or had no idea what they were getting themselves involved in. They seemed clueless and somewhat detached from their character. I mustn't fail to appreciate the background sound used here, as the sound score set the ambience for a beautiful epic tale, one I find relaxing. Yes, the movie gave me that feel. I also love the twist, didn't see it coming. Props, location, and costume too were detailed. Nevertheless, there are some flaws and eye-roll moments in this movie. Hence my observation and questions. 1. I noticed the deliberate mention of Odagu in reference to another producer's movie. You may want to argue with not today people don't they use Odagu. True. But not when usage doesn't quite fit the context. Those maidens had no business referring to the prince as an Odagu. 2. The movie struggled to stay consistent with the time and era in view in terms of scripting. For instance, I found it strange that the queen mentioned God normally. You'd hear Maikai Chukwu Okiki Chukwu Abiyamo, or the gods of our land. 3. I still can't understand how people who we're made to believe haven't even seen a car before or exposed to any formal education can speak such Queen's English. It is baffling. Oh, it always has been something I find odd in Nollywood epic movies. I guess they believe they'd experience a limited viewership if they speak it in African or Nigerian language. Whatever happened to subtitling? For this, who do we blame? The viewers, who would be selective, or the producers, who want returns for their investments? 4. Okay. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. How on earth are people kissing in an epic movie? A movie where the villagers, including members of the royal family, walk on barefoot. No. Please make it make sense. We know back in the day, expressions of love isn't as we have it today due to exposure, travels, education, and social ways of life. How is someone saying I love you and the other is responding with I love you too? What happened to the epic ways of showing or saying all those? Oh, how I miss my Nollywood of yesteryears. Well, let's just say this particular epic Nollywood movie is an epic movie with a touch of Gen Z effect. 'Cause all that epicness didn't epically add up. 5. The plot to drive the story to wasn't as compelling. I really didn't get the fighting a battle so as to become king bit. We didn't also see the warring sides and their king or rulers until the fight, where we then saw some young skinny-looking boys who, by the way, should be hunting lizards with catapults at their backyards, engaging in a battle with the people of a Godo kingdom. The setting looked like a Sand Beach arena or something like that. To cover up some flaws, they had to show some of the fights in the night. 6. Where was Queen Obianuju all along in the penultimate scene? She only resurfaced from God knows where after Odinaka was seen on the floor. There was a missing link there, or is it just me? 7. Speaking of Prince Odinaka, who else noticed his right hand shake about 3 or so whilst on the floor supposedly dead? That was an oversight that should have been spotted and corrected during post-production editing. There's more, but I'd rather stop here. Conclusively, this was enjoyable to watch to some extent. It just could have been better in more ways than one. Had to give the rating above. Really wanted to score this a tad higher but just couldn't. Ken, have you seen this? What did you think? I noticed the look in that maiden's eyes who gave Odinaka the cup of water. Who else is thinking what I'm thinking? You are right. The epic no epic at all. There shouldn't be any kissing at all, and the diction in the movie was off, but it was an entertaining movie, that's all. I can't agree less. I watched the movie, and while I appreciated his visible efforts at trying something new, I couldn't help but cringe at the careless display of confusion evidenced in the dialogue and even plot to some extent. Maidens once mentioned that they were expecting some men from the city. One even mentioned bomb instead of buttocks or even waist. Chris Innocent Okarulu, honestly, I can't get that scene with the maidens off my head. The script supervisor has a lot of explaining to do, or should we even blame the actual script writer? Let's just be glad they didn't mention BBL. 'Cause I would have actually stopped watching at that point. I haven't finished watching the movie. Just 15 minutes in and I'm already not liking it. It's not giving epic at all. You failed to mention that place a maiden said someone was jealous of her ass, like how. Someone even mentioned bomb and they say Papa instead of Onyi. I don't think I will go back to the movie. Thought you will even rate it below this? Lillian Matabuko Odiri. There are more flaws to bring out, as I mentioned. Just decided to stop where I did, so the review is not longer than it already is. To be honest, Maurice did try in the epic drama, especially with the costuming and all, but the inconsistencies to stay on theme were much. I will give it to over 10.